what I've done here is I've found a perfect example of a good search phrase, genuine designer handbags, with over 1.5 million results, where the front page isn't being used to its full potential by the websites that are listed on the front page. Now, the first website that's got page 1 is this one, this handbagselite.com. Now, I'll have to leave it up to you to go and have a look at that site. I have managed to get on it once. It's very slow to load, so you wouldn't be hanging about. It may well work for you, and when it does work for you, you'll notice that it's so amateurish that you wouldn't feel confident spending $700 on a product with them. And that's why when you're dealing in premium products, the design of the site has got to give the confidence that that you're a proper firm. Now, this site's all right. I looked at this site, Poise Look, and when you kick off, you think, yeah, that'll do. That looks like a nice website. Okay, but what happens is this. So I go to Armani handbags. I'm now going to buy the wife an handbag. Here it is. It's £75. Their price £45. Seems terrific. Nice and clear. More info. Click on there. Right. Okay. Now, Luke, order. Yeah. All right. I can't. There's nothing there. Yeah. Now, it took me a while to figure this out. In very small writing here, it says items currently out of stock. So that really should be in bright bold. And there should be something here that says out of stock. Yeah. So that you know that there is something happening. It looks like the site's broke. So if you go down further and click on another, let's have a look. Now you can see there that it's working. But if you don't hit this page first, where you're adding, where you can see that where to add something from, you really are at a loss as what you need to do. Now, the other thing I want to say about this site is when you look at it, it looks professional. It looks like these people are really working on the website. So what you can do then is they've got some links here at the side. Now, here's one, 100% genuine designer handbags, direct from Milan, Italy. Perfect, exactly what I want. But look what happens. It goes to the About Us page. So it told me that this is where I should go, and it's just made me click for nothing. So now I go and I'll look here. Just arrived. So I go and click on just arrived. Yeah. The first one didn't work. Right. So now I've gone down here, and now look what it says. And the reason why it's gone to this page is because the link isn't set to their website poiselook.com. They've set it to poiselook.co.uk. So when they built the site, nobody's bothered checking, yeah, that the links actually work. Okay, the next one up is this one, Eve Fashion House. Right, exclusive designer handbags. You mouse over, but because you've gone over designer watches, you've missed the link. But here now you can see we've got an handbag handbag gallery, hot items. So let's go and have a look at that. And it's not all about handbags at all. So let's go back. Then the next one down after that is new arrivals. And again, it's a mix match of different things, not just handbags. Now what's surprising here, because this is supposedly one of the top Chanel online retailers, and the only place that you can find Chanel is here. So when you actually do find it, you can actually see Chanel. But the problem is you can't see all Chanel handbags. It's Chanel everything. Then the other thing, you go back to the top, here's your menu. So you go and have a look at the Chanel bags here then. So let's have a look at them. And it's not that website. What it's done is you've just hit an advertisement known as a Google AdWord. And they get paid for pushing that through the system. So down here you've got handbags. When they do get it right, you can see that they make a nice job of it. But they have made a big problem. So I'll just show you that problem. Let's just take these tote bags. I'm just going to pick this one. Now here it says add to shopping bag. No problem, add it in there. Shopping bag's not working. Should be shopping cart. Don't want to start trying to be clever with people. Keep shopping. Okay. Now you decide that you're not going to buy anything else. Okay. You've had a look round. So you just want to check out. Now, if you're a bit savvy, you'll eventually click on, that if you click on here, you can get to the checkout, which is down here. So let me show you. There. Yeah. So you've got to go to the shopping bag to check out now. So the easiest thing to do, yeah, would have been to let them check out. Because if you let them check out, then they can sort out the problems in the cart when they actually do get there. And then this 3 ways to create an account, forget it. So you can see that even this site has got problems. Now this one, so much easier. There's number 4. Look at this. Yeah, forget it. You're not even bothering. And then you come down here to number 5, authentic designer handbags at low prices. Exactly what? Well, it's nothing to do with it. It's a press release, so you can't buy an handbag there either. And it goes on and on. Now, just let me tell you what I'm saying here is that genuine designer handbags is probably, in my opinion, a good search phrase that people would use. And you can check this on the Google keyword tool, because there'll be a lot of fake designer handbags. So to put a bit of security in the mind, people would be probably typing genuine designer handbags or something like that. And so this is a good keyword phrase that brings up websites that would be very easy to compete against, because they're very difficult to use or they just don't exist. Now, carrying on, and this goes right down to the bottom of the page, then we come to this one, which is called S&D Gems. And again, the problem that happens with this website is on first loading, and it's not doing it here because I've already loaded this before, all the menu system loads on the right and slowly tracks its way across. And you can see how they built the tables here, all these little grey lines. And this is the problem. So the structure of the code that it's built on doesn't help. Now the other thing is that when you go to the handbag, you can see the menu system's crazy as well. But if we just click, for instance, just on an handbag, so you can see now it comes to the right and flashes just across to the left. There's nothing wrong with that. That's all right, and it's add to cart. So you think, right, what's wrong with that then? But then you carry on shopping. A lot of people do that. And then I noticed Burberry. So I thought, well, Burberry's a good name, so let's have a look at their handbags. So I clicked on Burberry, okay, and all of a sudden now, I've gone onto a jewellery website. So what's happening here? Well, whatever's happening, you're losing a lot of confidence if you were thinking about spending $700. So the site's losing business for something that could easily be corrected. And then back again, what else have we got? Let's have a look. Right, designer handbags and more. Oh yeah, this one, it has no images. So it's an $889 Christian Dior wristlet perch. It's normally $1,200 and they've not even got a picture of it. Boom. So there, just off that one page, you can see that apart from really just one website that's doing pretty okay, the rest of them have got a multitude of problems. Now, don't be thinking that these problems, I'm nitpicking. I'm not nitpicking. To build a website isn't one. There's no big magic bullet that makes a website work. What makes a website work is little tiny steps to make sure that everything is in order. And if everything's in order so that your customer can just go click, 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 buy, then the lot works. But what it does prove a point here is that if you were further down the line and say you already were selling handbags, that this particular search would be a good place to design a website specifically to it, genuine designer handbags as the keyword phrase, because if you could get even on page 2, the chances are that by the time the customer gets to you, he's so frustrated with your correct website, he's going to buy the product, because what he's seen before, or what she's seen before, has left them, in the lurch. They've not been able to buy. And that's what I'm saying about how to get a website right.